She has her own organization, she volunteers at food drives, and she routinely visits the White House. And that's just a half of it. We're not talking about an adult, but rather a precocious 10-year-old from Brooklyn who's setting a shining example for what it really means to be a community changemaker. You've lived a long life already from all the things that you're telling me about,
Yes, I
Jewel.
have.
As one of New York City's youngest organizational founders, Central Brooklyn native Jewel Alexis Josie is truly an inspiration and a living example of ambition on overdrive. Through her nonprofit, Rise, Where Love Wins, she's on a quest to end bullying, hate, and violence. And did we mention Jewel's age?
How old are you now?
I'm 10.
A 10-year-old who excels in school, sings and volunteers in her church and in her community, runs her own organization, Rise, and who now has under her belt several visits to the White House.
Not once,
Not once.
not twice.
Not twice.
How many times?
5 times.
You're 10 years old and you've been to the White House 5 times.
Yes, sir.
You know, you are an amazing young lady.
Thank you.
So what have you done when you've gone to the White House?
I'm basically the youngest to ever speak at the White House National Day of Prayer, and I also sing. It was like a dream come true. It was a very good experience. It was an honor to have the opportunity to sing at the White House.
For her latest endeavor, Jewel leaned on her growing professional network to bring together members of the NYPD, lawmakers, along with faith and community leaders for a wide-ranging panel discussion on ways to address bullying, hate, and violence.
And I want people to feel like much better and more safe because I believe that kindness can fix everything.
At 5 years old, Jewel got a dream to make a difference in the world.
Shallyanne Alexis Josie, who's a local educator, says she is still in awe as she tries to keep up with her daughter's drive and dynamic personality.
We do a lot of community outreach. We feed children in Africa. We go to the Caribbean, Grenada, Where Love Wins, Grenada. We distribute food at the corners, preach love at the corners.
It's a lot of work.
Yes.
Shallyanne tells Community Close-Up she's especially proud of Jewel's efforts to strengthen the relationship between the NYPD and the communities it serves.
We do need the police officers in our community. We have to be kind to them. And so once we're able to build that relationship with them, it is easier for us to go out there and to work together to empower young people.
As you might imagine, this 5th grader still doesn't have a driver's license and needs some help from a proud family support system to manage her dynamic schedule.
Balancing school, community engagement, volunteer work. She must keep you busy.
She does, and now it has become part of her life. So this is what we do. I want the folks to know that children, Jewel's age and even younger, they too have a voice, and it is important that we look past their age.
I feel like they all are proud of me. They always support me. They're the best family I could ever have.
If anyone is expecting Jewel to slow down, think again. She's on a roll and getting even more attention and recognition. In fact, during that recent panel discussion, Jewel received yet another award from Mayor Zohran Mamdani's office for her community advocacy efforts.
It's all about uplifting spirits and basically speaking for people who cannot speak for themselves, people who doesn't have a voice.
And we can't wait to see what Jewel does next.